Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, I'm going to use the Porsche configurator to build and price a 2022 Porsche 911 Carrera GTS. Before I do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And real quick, before I get started, I also want to remind you to take a look at my build and price review of the 2021 Porsche 911 Turbo S. I've put the link in the description below. Okay, so here we are on the Porsche configurator, ready to build and price a 2022 Porsche 911 Carrera GTS. But before we do, let's take a moment to do a quick overview of the 2022 Porsche 911 Carrera GTS and find out about its unique features, and then we'll come back over here and do the build. Since joining the Porsche 911's numerous ranks 12 years ago in the 997 generation, the GTS model has brought with it a little power increase, as well as a bundle collection of sporty choices at a bit lesser cost than if you ticked all those separate boxes. This new model, like previous 911 GTS incarnations, bridges the performance and pricing gap between the Carrera S and the Turbo 4. And there aren't just one or two GTSs, there are a slew of them. The GTS spec car is available as a Carrera Coupe, Carrera Convertible, and Targa 4. All-wheel drive is available on both the Coupe and Convertible Porsches. All-wheel drive is standard on the Targa 4. The GTS, like the Carrera and Carrera S, is powered by a turbocharged 3-liter flat-six engine located in the rear. It has 473 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque, which is a 30 horsepower and 30 pound-feet boost over the Carrera S. The throws for the 7-speed manual transmission, a no-cost option on all GTS models, have been shortened 10 millimeters for faster shifting, for buyers opting for a classic sports car driving experience. Of course, the GTS enhancements don't end with the increased engine output and faster shifting manual transmission. These GTS variants also have specific tuning to Porsche's PASM Sport suspension and borrow the 911 Turbo's more powerful brakes. There's optional RS Spider design wheels. Purists may opt to add the lightweight package, which reduces the car's weight by 55 pounds, giving drivers an extra edge on the track. The sumptuous standard seats are replaced with carbon fiber buckets, the rear seats are removed entirely, a lighter battery is installed, and the side and rear windows are made of lighter glass. The rear wing tuning is also adjusted as part of the lightweight package. The Sport Chrono package is also standard on the GTS models. The Sport exhaust is also unique to the GTS, and thanks to a reduction in sound insulation, the note should be more noticeable. The GTS models come with the GT Sport steering wheel and instrument cluster, which includes the Racetech steering wheel with multifunction controls. In the center of the instrument cluster, you'll find the famous centrally mounted tachometer, and as you can see, it's got a red circle around it, but you can actually change and do different colors of that as well, so that's pretty cool. Here they're showing the sport seats and talking about the optional GTS interior package. Here are the full bucket seats in carbon fiber reinforced plastic with carbon weave finish. The GTS models feature the sport design front fascia with large side air intakes and a unique spoiler lip in black, as well as tinted LED headlights. Of course, the GTS models also benefit from a sport design rear section with extensive black trim. So here we can see that the 2022 911 Carrera GTS has a starting MSRP of $136,700, and although there are now 6 different Porsche 911 Carrera models outside of the Turbo and GT3 variants, they are primarily differentiated by their powertrains and drivetrains, which means that all are equipped to a similar standard. The GTS gets standard 4-way sport seats plus with extended bolsters. There is also dual zone automatic climate control, 2 7-inch driver displays, cruise control, a rear view camera, front rear parking sensors, a garage door opener, and comfort access with keyless go. Okay, with that little overview out of the way, now we're back here on the Porsche configurator. Now we're ready to build and price our 2022 911 Carrera GTS. I've already got the special color Carmine Red selected. It's a $3,270 paint option. Now, normally I go through all the paint colors when I do a build and price review. However, I just did a colors, interior, and wheels video of the 2022 Porsche 911 Carrera and Targa models. So I encourage you to check out that video if you want me to go through all the colors with you. For this build, we're going to do Carmine Red, and let's go through these slides real fast so we can get a really good up-close look of our 911 Carrera GTS. They have a couple of shots of the interior. Look how short the shifter is now for the transmission, for the PDK. I mean, it's like barely there. They're almost push button. I bet the next version of that will be push button. Who knows? And then here's your standard seats and all that there. So moving on to wheels, I stuck with the base Carrera S wheel, which is a 20-inch wheel in the front and a 21-inch wheel in the back. And then I thought it'd be cool to check the box to have the wheels painted in the exterior color. It's a no-cost option, and I think it looks pretty cool, actually. Let's take a look at the other slide so we can see some other angles of this. There's a nice shot from the back there, and then our front shot. So for the interior, the seats, I went with the Bordeaux red with the chalk stitching, full leather seats. It's a $4,530 option. I like the red seats, and I think the chalk stitching gives it just the right amount of detail that the seats need. So with all the colors out of the way for the interior and the exterior, let's talk about these seats. So the standard seats are these sport seats plus with the four-way adjustment, but I'm really thinking about going to these adaptive sport seat plus with the 18-way with the memory package. They're $3,030. Let's find out a little bit more about them. So yeah, I think these seats look good. They've got a sporty design with a different seam pattern on the seat centers, elevated side bolsters in the front. And so yeah, let's go with the better seats. Why not? So they say the back shells of the seat rests are finished in dark silver. I can't tell if the back of the seat is dark silver, but it's definitely a different color than the Bordeaux red. Okay, so moving on from the seats and the colors and all that, we've got a whole list of options down here. Packages, exterior, performance, comfort and assistance. Some of these things I'm interested in, some of these things I'm not, so let's go through them. Okay, so under packages, the only package I'm really interested in is the premium package with remote park assist. It's $5,370. It gives us the remote park assist. It gives us the lane change assist, the 3D surround view camera. We get the Bose sound system, power folding exterior mirrors, courtesy lighting, ambient lighting, and storage package. So we're going to go ahead and get that, but they give us an option here. They give us an option that, you can get the Bose, or you can upgrade to the Burmester high-end surround sound system. And you know what? I want to upgrade to the Burmester for an additional $3,980. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we just added $9,350 to the build total. And let's keep going. Okay, moving on. Now we're talking about exterior op. They've got the slide tilt sunroof options. They got a carbon fiber roof. They've got different aero kit packages. There's puddle lights. And there's different things you can do with your logos and the stickers, delete the decals, things like that. I'm not really interested in any of those things. They have plenty of those options. What I do like is the carbon fiber roof. It's not so much for the performance. I just think it looks really cool. It's a $3,890 option. We're going to go ahead and get that. I also like the aero kit. It's a $2,030 option. Gives us a rear spoiler with fixed wing, third brake light integrated into the rear spoiler, and a rear deck lid slat inlays in satin black. Let's scroll so we could see. They don't really show the rear deck lid in satin black. I guess you can kind of get a hair of it. At any rate, it's $2,030. We're going to go ahead and get this as well. And our 2022 Porsche 911 Carrera GTS in Carmine Red is looking racy. Okay, moving on. Under the performance category, we've got the 8-speed PDK transmission that was already selected. I'm cool with that. I think the 7-speed's cool, but I don't want to do that, so we're not going to do that. Then they have the regular PASM that you can get for raised 10 millimeters. So they've got a lot of different performance and suspension things. They've got the extended range fuel tank for $230. I think that's super cool. So we're going to go ahead and get that. They have rear axle steering. There's, the carbon ceramic brakes. And then you can do your brake calipers in high gloss black. They've got power steering plus system. They got the Porsche design sub-second clock, and they have a front axle lift system, which I think is a really good idea. You can see here, you hit the button, it can raise the front of the car up, so you're going over different things. You don't have to scrape up your very expensive front end. I definitely think that's worth $2,770. Under lights and vision, they got the upgraded LED headlights that you can get. They've got the illuminated lateral gills on the tail lights and the rear wiper and the insulated glass, and all that stuff is cool, but we're going to skip over all of that. For our comfort and assist systems, we selected a package. We got the premium package with remote park assist, and that gave us lane change assist and the 3D surround view. And honestly, I think that's enough for this Porsche. Yeah, we could do some night vision assist for $2,500. We could do some adaptive cruise control and all that kind of stuff. I don't really use those features, and so I don't see a need to pay additional money for them. So there was a long list of interior options. I didn't feel like going through all of them, so I'll just tell you about them. You can see here that the tachometer has that yellow ring around it. I optioned that. And the Sport Chrono packages also has a yellow face as well. That's an additional option. Some things that you can do with the interior options, they had, ambient lighting, which this vehicle is already optioned with. It had the storage package. And like I said, the Sport Chrono in yellow, the tachometer in yellow. I optioned those two things. And then other things you could do in this category, you could, change the color of your seat belts, do heated seats, do a heated steering wheel if you wanted to. Do the ventilated seats, do the painted key. If you want a painted key fob in carmine red, for instance, I could do a painted key fob if I wanted to. And then, of course, they also offer a smoker's package, actually, for this vehicle as well. So those are some of the things you could do in this section. But as you can see, I only chose to just do the little yellow gauges, and that was enough. So let's move on. Okay, so this is cool. This is the interior leather section, and this is where you can add leather to literally anything inside of a Porsche. I mean, the air vent surrounds, the fuse box cover, you name it, the steering column. You can add leather to anything. You can also add Porsche crests. I actually did option the Porsche crest on the headrest. And then I also optioned the 930 leather package. And those were the only two things that I wanted. The 930 leather package is actually pretty cool. It gives us the leather quilting on the door panels and the leather quilting on the seat centers, front and rear. And here we can see a close-up version of Porsche's idea of quilting on their seats. It is an improvement for sure. I like the seats. They look nice. I love the crests on the headrests. Let's move on. So here we are. We're about halfway through this list, and many of these things, we're actually going to skip over a few of these things down here at the bottom, and that's why I wanted to take a second to stop and talk about what do we want to look at next? What am I interested in? I'm interested in the interior carbon fiber. I don't have any interest in adding any interior aluminum pieces to the interior, nor do I have any interest in adding the interior race tex, which is not leather. I'm interested in leather, and so that's not leather, so I don't want that. Audio and communication, we'll take a look at that in addition to the carbon fiber stuff. And then they talk about the delivery experience, meaning like, do you want to pick it up in Atlanta or do you want to pick it up European delivery? No, I'll just pick it up at my local Porsche dealer, so I'm fine with that. And then there's more extended individualization for color for the leather and deviated stitching. I think we've gone far enough with that. Techquipment is all accessories, which you can pick up at the dealer at any time. Let's take a look at the carbon fiber bits, and then take a look at the audio and communication, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. They didn't have as many carbon fiber bits as I thought, but the ones I did choose, I got a couple. Here's one of them, the door sill guards in matte carbon fiber, and they are illuminated. I think it's a nice option, plus $1,300 basically. And then for $840, we got the interior trim inlays and matte carbon. So basically wherever wood and that kind of thing would be, they decided to do the dashboard trim inlays, the door trim inlays, and the center console trim inlay in matte carbon fiber. And looking at this photo, can we really see what that looks like? Yeah, we can see down here in the center console down by the e-brake that's the matte carbon fiber. We could see up here underneath the infotainment system, that's the matte carbon fiber. And so, yeah, we see those little inserts we've got for our interior. And look at the pedals. The pedals are quite nice. The pedals are sporty. I'm not sure when those changed or if they changed, but I just noticed them and I like them. And there was actually nothing to do under audio and communication because we already did it. There was either, do you want the Bose or do you want the Burmester? And we already went with the Burmester. And the Burmester is $3,980. There's 13 speakers, 855 watts. And it's got a 300 watt active subwoofer. Okay, so there we go. Looking at this page showing all our stuff, our grand total has come to $171,890. The base price for this vehicle was $136,700. We added over $33,000 in options to make this car look the way we see it right here, and I think it looks fantastic. It's a beautiful car in carmine red with the carbon fiber roof. Bordeaux red interior. We've got the red accents on the tachometer and the Sport Chrono package. We've got the Burmester high-end audio, and we've got the upgraded seats. And you know what? On that note, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So, if you found this build and price review of the 2022 Porsche 911 Carrera GTS helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.